Placing scoreless. In behind them, Vance Rana Avant-Garde. Further back then to finish was Moolah Star. Personality Pete, followed by Docker Charlie. Then Duga Deluga and Arcturo was last in. Stand by for the placings. Good keen affair. To race number 6 on the program. Judge calling for a photo to separate number 7 Plain Chip, number 8 Scoreless, and Lord Abbey, who was getting up along the inside. Close go here between Plain Chip, Scoreless and Lord Abbey after race number 6, the Opalite Stakes. Photos still in the frame here at Moonee Valley on race number 6. Race number 6. Race 7, the Lebellin 2-year-old Stakes, over a journey of 1940 metres. Dispatch point at the top of the straight, down to the judge in 2 laps. Race 7 here at Moonee Valley tonight. Twilight Boost to the inside runner. Next to it, Machine Gun McGill. Twilight Boost is skipping for a few strides there, back in its gear. Now they're coming up. Twilight Booster with Machine Gun McGill. Chargus out wider. Oh, one skipped, Born to be King, hasn't interfered with anything. Oh, Dispatch Point coming up. Oh, one came out, Twilight Booster, and knocked High Lou, but it's a start. And coming away smartly there, Chargus towards the inside, was showing pace also was Most Gold in the early stages. And Most Gold taking on as they head to the back, Twilight Booster, but Most Gold's got out of its gear out of the straight. And into the back the first time, Twilight Booster will lead them. Chargus will lead them rather into the back. In second placing is Amation. Working around the outside, Most Gold back in its gear. Back in the centre there was Fire on Fire as they head down the back the first time. Then came Hanover Hurricane, followed by in behind the Machine Gun McGill. Then High Lou, followed by Twilight Booster. And back at the rear of the field as they head down the back the first time there was Born to be King. Down the back they head towards the 1300 metre mark, and Chargus it is the leader. In second placing is Most Gold, 2 metres away on the outside. Third, Amation the rails, followed by Fire on Fire. In behind them then came Hanover Hurricane, followed by Machine Gun McGill. Then High Lou, followed by Twilight Booster. And back at the rear of the field is Born to be King. Into the straight they swing for the bell this time, and Chargus it is the leader. In second placing, Most Gold within 2 metres on the outside. Amation third, the leader's back, followed by Fire on Fire. Working into it 3 wide now, Machine Gun McGill at the bell. In behind them, Hanover Hurricane, followed by on his outside, High Lou. Then came Twilight Booster, and back at the rear of the field is Born to be King. Short of a lap to go now, 800 metres as they head into the back. Chargus the leader, Most Gold the centre, and working into a 3 wide, Machine Gun McGill. Back on the leader's back is Amation, followed by Hanover Hurricane. Then Fire on Fire being passed by High Lou as they work down the back the last time from Twilight Booster. And back at the rear is Born to be King. Down the back 500 metres out, Chargus the leader by 2 metres in front. In second placing, Machine Gun McGill trying hard. In third placing, Amation there, followed by further back came High Lou working into it. In behind them came Hanover Hurricane. Losing ground now, Most Gold being passed by Twilight Booster. Then Fire on Fire, and last of all is Born to be King on the home turn, and Chargus is 4 or 5 metres in front of Machine Gun McGill under the whip. Then further back came High Lou coming into it stylishly from Amation. In the straight, Chargus in front. High Lou's the danger though, picking it up quickly on the outside. Chargus, High Lou races to the lead near the line and drawing away. It's High Lou. High Lou's won. Second placing getting right up along the inside would have gone to Amation just in front of Hanover Hurricane. Chargus has just missed the place in fourth placing. In behind them then Machine Gun McGill, followed by Twilight Booster. Further back Fire on Fire with Most Gold, and Born to be King last. High Lou number 10 is the winner. Driven by R Pace. Number 10 High Lou R Pace first. 2:27.2 the race time. Number 10, Hailu R-Pace is the winner. Second placing, you'll find there's a photo between pair there, 11 Amation, and also out wide a 9 Hanover Hurricane. A photo for the minor end of the prize and pretty tight too. And Chargus is close up Tuesday morning. Trained and driven by GB Lawler, and third to number 9 Hanover Hurricane by Gamalite from Keystone Bonnie, trained by NR Alexander and driven by Chris Alford. 10:11.9. The winner scored officially by 4 metres. A short half head between second and third. The gross time was 2:27.2. The last mile run in 2:3.6. The last half in 59.8. And that's a mile rate of 2:2.1 to the winner, number 10, Hailu, after race 7. Chapel Elect Stakes over 2380 metres about to be contested here at Moonee Valley. Runners being called up to the gate, 2380 metres, dispatch point in the back straight, around to the judge and 2 laps of the track. In the chips, the inside here with Worthy Nigel, Ponderosa Mate, Robbie D, Lockley Laird, along with Showmanship, Hayley Gray, and on the outside of the front row, Flying Jetta. Second row is Night Elect, Forever Forward, and Franco Sierra. Just about set for a start, approaching the dispatch point. All pacing cleanly. Green light comes up. They're off and racing this time. Showing some pace towards the centre. Lockley Laird may be able to head them off early with Going With It Showmanship and hunting up nearer the inside Robbie D in the early stages. As they settle down into stride, it's Lockley Laird the leader by a metre. In second placing is Showmanship on the outside. Robbie D settles third. Over on the outside, Ponderosa Mate, followed by him behind them. Then on the rails, 3 back, was Worthy Nigel. They're followed by on the outside, Night Elect, in the chips, the rails. Forever Forward then follows Franco Sierra, trapped out 3 wide. In behind them then came Flying Jetta, and last of all is Hayley Gray. As they go down the straight the first time, and Lockley Laird is being taken on now by Franco Sierra 3 wide, and back in the centre Night Elect the race on as they go past the judge with 2 laps to go. Franco Sierra trying to clear them, and will get there now. Franco Sierra takes over into the back at the lap and 3/4 mark. In second placing is Lockley Laird. Trapped without cover now, Night Elect over on the outside of Robbie D the rails. The next pair back, a Showmanship over on the outside of Worthy Nigel. Then Ponderosa Mate from in the chips on the rails. Then came Forever Forward, followed by Hayley Gray second last, and last of all is Flying Jetta. Down the back straight at the lap and a half mark, and the leader is Franco Sierra by 5 metres. Lockley Laird is second. Cutting the breeze on the outside, third is Night Elect, followed by Robbie D the rails. The next pair back, Showmanship on the outside of Worthy Nigel from Ponderosa Mate. Then in the chips, followed by Forever Forward in the running line. Then Hayley Gray, and back at the rear Flying Jetta. Straightening up this time for the bell, and Franco Sierra at the 1100 metre mark is clear. In second placing is Lockley Laird on his back. Night Elect over on the outside, followed by Robbie D, locked away on the inside of Showmanship. They're followed by Worthy Nigel the rails. On his outside, Ponderosa Mate. Then came in the chips, followed by Forever Forward, and the last pair are Hayley Gray and Flying Jetta. The bell sounds, a lap out, and as they head towards the back the last time, Franco Sierra by 2 metres in front. Night Elect is getting a bit closer on the outside. Lockley Laird locked away behind the leader. Over on the outside and the 1 by 1 is Showmanship, followed by Robbie D the rails. The next pair back there are over on the outside, Ponderosa Mate from Worthy Nigel locked away. Then Forever Forward in the chips, followed by Flying Jetta, and last of all Hayley Gray. 450 metres out down the back, and Franco Sierra 3 metres in front. In second placing, Night Elect, followed by, and behind them came Lockley Laird. Then Showmanship at the head of the rest. Then was Ponderosa Mate from Robbie D looking for the way clear, and Worthy Nigel at the head of the rest. They're about to round the home turn, and Franco Sierra, the favourite, is 5 metres in front of Night Elect second. Then further back running on was Showmanship, but into the straight, and Franco Sierra got 10 metres in front. Down the outside, Showmanship's trying to pick it up, followed by further back came Night Elect. It's Franco Sierra in front. Trying hard is Showmanship. Franco Sierra pulling out enough though, and Franco Sierra 3 metres on the line, Showmanship. Third placing went to Night Elect over on the inside. They're followed by In the Chips, Flying Jetta, Ponderosa Mate. In behind them, Lockley Laird, followed by Robbie D. Then Worthy Nigel, Haley Gray, and back at the rear was Forever Forward. 11.69 the numbers. Completes a treble for trainer Bob Knight from Kilmore and for driver Scott Stewart, with a win there of number 11 Franco Sierra. Second placing going to 6 Showmanship, driven by G Lion, and third into number 9 Night Elect, driven by T Brewer. 11, 6 and 9. As I said, that treble there to Bob Knight and driver Scott Stewart. 11, 6, 9 the numbers. Franco Sierra winning by about 3 or 4 metres on the line from Showmanship. He looked a chance halfway up the straight, Showmanship. He battled on well for that minor end of the prize, and Night Elect has finished third. 11, 6 and 9 after race number 8, the Chapel Elect Stakes. Winner of the 8th event on the program, number 11, Franco Sierra. Franco Sierra is a black gelding, 3 years, owned by KJ Robertson, J.A. Smith and D.E. Gorelli. The winner by Nero's B from Sly Robbie, trained by Bob Knight at Kilmore and driven by Scott Stewart, completing a treble for that pair. Second placing going to 6 Showmanship. Showmanship by Muckley Strike from Southern Sarah, trained by P.H. Lyon at Kyabram, driven by G.J. Lyon, and third into number 9, Night Elect. Night Elect by Cora Koo from Karamia Cleash, trained and driven by T. Brewer from Maitland East. Placings 11, 6, 9. Officially fourth in the race went to 3 Ponderosa Mate, and fifth in was 4 Robbie D. The margins are through. The winner scored by 2.5 metres, with 2.5 metres also between second and third. Overall time was 3:05.4. The last mile was run in Pleasant Company drawn the inside with Simply Howler. Moyne next to them with Sweet Biscuit, out wide A Hard Day's Night. Moments drawn wider still with Lightfoot and Kelly Cat. Second row, Dusty Pebble, My B52, Riviera Cam. They're all set for the last. All pacing cleanly. The green light comes up and they're off and racing in the last towards the centre. Sweet Biscuit showing great pace out of the machine. And it'll lead on settling down. Hard Day's Night trying to go with it, and Lightfoot from wider across coming across. And as they head past the judge with 2 laps to go, oh, there's a couple going roughly there. One collected, Kelly Cat collected back in the field, Moyne, as they head into the back straight the first time, and Sweet Biscuit has now taken over. In second placing is Lightfoot. Third, Hard Day's Night, followed by over on the outside was Moments. Back along the inside came Simply Hell from Riviera Cam on the outside. 5 metres away, My B52, followed by further back then was Dusty Pebble over on the outside there of Pleasant Company. Then Kelly Cat, and Moyne is back at the rear. Off the back straight they swing once again, and the leader is Sweet Biscuit. In second placing around the outside there is Hard Day's Night. Back in the centre came Lightfoot, followed by him behind them then. 3 wide on the track is Moment. Back in the centre was Riviera Cam. Then back on the rails, back on the leaders back came Simply Hell. In behind them then as they come down the straight for the bell was My B52. They're followed by, back along the inside, Pleasant Company. Next in the field came Dusty Pebble, followed by Kelly Cat, and Moyner's back at the rear. The bell sounding, the race on. At the 900 metre mark, they head to the back the last time. Sweet Biscuit 2 metres in front of Lightfoot and Hard Day's Night out 3 wide. Then Simply Hell on the leaders, back between runners as Riviera Cam. They're followed by on the inside, 3 back the rails came Dusty Pebble. My B52 on its outside from Kelly Cat. In behind them, Pleasant Company, followed by in second last placing Moments, and last of all is Moyne. Down the back straight they head the last time. Sweet Biscuit 3 metres in front. The favourite out 3 wide is Hard Day's Night. In the centre, Lightfoot, followed by Simply Hell. Running on well now, Riviera Cam from back in the field. They're followed by B52. Losing ground now, the favourite Hard Day's Night, and the head of the rest was Dusty Pebble. They're about to swing the home turn, 300 metres out, and the leader is Sweet Biscuit by 3 metres in front of Riviera Cam. They're followed by Simply Hell, about to get clear, and further back came Dusty Pebble. At the top of the straight though, it's Sweet Biscuit pulling out plenty, trying hard Simply Hell, and further back Riviera Cam and Dusty Pebble. Sweet Biscuit in front, it's drifting out, trying hard Simply Hell, but Sweet Biscuit will win the last. Sweet Biscuit scores by 3 metres, Riviera Cam in the centre. Close for third, Dusty Pebble, or back on the rail, Simply Hell. In behind them then came Kelly Cat. They're followed by, back in behind them was Moyne, My B52, Lightfoot. In behind them then came Hard Day's Night, and one of the last ones in there, in the last, would have been Pleasant Company. Stand by for placings on the last race on the program. Number 4 is the winner, Sweet Biscuit, driven by P. Gath. Number 4, Sweet Biscuit. It's taken the biscuits here in the last, number 4. Photo for second and third. And a close go to Riviera Cam's the one in the centre. Dusty Pebbles out wide, and Simply Hell's the one back on the rails. Line of 3 for the minor end of the prize here. 4 and a photo, number 4, second and third. The gross time was 2:27.4. Last mile in 2:4. The last half in 61.4. And the mile rate was 2:2.3. In the last, Sweet Biscuit, number 4, the winner. Owned by Carol J. Buckingham. The winner of Chestnut Filly 3 years by Timely Boy from Roma. Trained and driven by P.G. Gath from Woodstock. Second placing going to 11, Riviera Cam by New York Motoring from Family Asset. Trained and driven by R.A. Keisha. And third to number 9, Dusty Pebble. Dusty Pebble by Keystone Pebble from Miss Chapel. Trained and driven by M.T. Burkett from Kilmore. 4:11.9 on the final event here at Moonee Valley this evening.